Hey, it's Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I have the pleasure to be joined by.
Bob Saunders from High Council.
It's greatly chatting to you this evening. I really am enjoying Cruel and Unusual. It's a captivating album and has been out a while now. It's been out since mid-April. What's the feedback been like then from your fans and media?
Pretty good. I mean, honestly, it's a great feeling to put out a piece of work that we spend so much time on it, and we really want to like cross all the T's and dot all the I's on it, and we put a lot of ourselves into like every aspect of it, and it's been received really, really, really well. It's been getting a lot of great reviews, and just I mean, a lot of reviews where people are saying the most generous and kind things, and I can't say how much that means the world to us. Even it's like, hey, I really like this one song on there, but just glorifying reviews. It's just I'm speechless. It's great.
A journey. It's intense, shifting moods, totally captivating. Jackal is my favorite track on the album today. Well, it's actually my favorite track, full stop. Which is your favorite track on the album and why? Tell
Ooh,
me all your babies. I know.
that's tough. Well, Jackal, I have a fond spot in my heart for. That's one of the ones that like I brought to the band. Like not having all of it written, but like it was kind of like I birthed the idea for it. So that and I would say also say Plague Bringer. Plague Bringer was also something that like back in the day I had a large part in writing and then presenting to the band, and we were able to just give it like a I guess like an updated release. There were some things back then like limitations in the studio. What we were trying to do, it didn't really like hit the way we wanted to. And our drummer Greg, he actually wasn't in the band when we recorded the first time, and he's always been like, "Hey, this song is great. Let's redo it, or let's bring it back into the live shows." So we ended up just remaking it, and so I guess those two off the bat, like I feel like we really nailed.
That's funny you should say that because that was my next question. Plague Bringer is a close second for me. Can you give us a little bit of idea then? I mean, you've sort of gone over it, but what's the inspiration behind that song? Digging deep into it.
Okay, so Plague Bringer is like it's like not the president, but someone who holds high power over a country. The story kind of focuses on him, and at like an alien crash lands onto Earth, and everything's great for a while. We're like learning off the alien. She's learning off us. But unbeknownst to everyone, there's some kind of radioactive or just disease in general that she carries with her that is killing off uh, a large part of the society. So a lot of the song is the turmoil between like the president or who like they're falling in love. So he's trying to protect her against the angry mob that is the rest of the world, because just by her existence, she's just killing the entire human race. So it's like the perplexity of all that.
I always worry about you guys in the States and Canada when you're out filming in forests and woods. Cruel and
Mm-hmm.
Unusual, where was that filmed? I worry about bears.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if we have any bears around that way. We do like, but that was filmed at a state park, Clayton, New Jersey.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that though, but it was a state park that we went back to. It was funny because I'm not too sure about this. Like, I would like an uninterrupted process. I feel like, so, so like it's going to bring unwanted attention. It's going to interfere with the work, but it was great. It's like you go back far enough, and the soundproofing of just the natural tree environment. It was crazy. You just turn a corner, you walk a little, like you walk about 100 feet, and you can't hear drums or anything. It was nice. We had a
Okay.
jogger or two come by, but other than that, we were left alone. It was great.
I really enjoy Wild Space as well, which is at the end. That would
Mm-hmm.
be a cool film. Sorry, it would be a cool theme for a horror chase scene, yeah?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny. That's one of the ones that like Lou brought to the table, and I don't know, it just hooked. We always had the idea, okay, this is going to be an instrumental, and that's like kind of like a first for us. So I think we were able to have a lot of fun with it in the writing process in ways that we weren't like worried about, okay, like where can we put the lyrics, how's it going to go, is there enough space for this. It was just like, let's make a wild circus.
I'm not really into instrumentals, but I do enjoy that one. Yeah, especially at the
Yeah,
gym, man. It pumps you up, keeps you going.
yeah. No, I'm the same way. It's like I don't seek instrumentals, and if I hear one, it has to be like it has to be like a good one, or else I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like the replay value for me is kind of like it really has to be something that grabs your attention. So I'm hoping we were able to do that with Wild Space.
I understand the album was dedicated to your late bandmate,
Mm,
Charles Corrado, the
yes,
drummer.
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about him and how do you think he would have felt about Cruel and Unusual?
Oh, I think he would have loved it. I mean, Charlie was he was the best of us. Always supportive of the band, always at every show he could be in, and I mean, I don't think that man had an enemy in the world. It's just if you could put joy and happiness into a human being, it would be Charlie. It's like every thought of him brings up brings up a good feeling. You could talk to the man about anything, no matter how long you went without seeing him, because life is life. You see him again, things just picked up right where they left off. I mean, just the best kind of representation of humanity you could just about get.
Sounds like a top guy.
Oh yeah.
Um, you stayed fiercely independent as well. I'm an independent sort of Z myself. How important is that for you then in today's musical landscape to be independent?
So it's important. I mean, I'll be honest. We haven't had the luxury of having like big money thrown at us, so I can't really say like oh, we've stayed the course and no matter what was thrown at us. But I mean, just in general, like it's important because we wouldn't want anyone to influence like the process that we have. Like, and I don't think any amount of money could like would ever make us compromise on that, because that's kind of who we are, who we've been for so long, and why we've been together for so long. We've just been able to craft this dynamic with the band and the individuals that we are, and just like, okay, it's all about making whatever that we're writing the best it can possibly be, and we don't care about people's feelings. We don't care about how much time that you've dedicated to like certain parts. We've all had to eat parts that we thought were going to be work out great, and then just like the band came to a consensus, and they're like, I hear you, it's not working, we can't do that part. And sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. But I think it's I think the proof is in the pudding there, and the overall experience definitely shows true to that.
And I also love the fact though that the artwork has been created by an artist and not AI. That's really important, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we even went so far as to make sure that the artist wasn't even used in like, or like I remember Lou could have explained this better, but like there was some kind of blending that the artist was doing, and we were kind of questionable about how much AI was being used. So we asked him to use another method, and he did. The artist was great. He complied. But yeah, I just think it's important. I think like AI is doing some incredibly intense things. Some amazing, and also some a hindrance. Right now, unfortunately, with having to do with art, it's more than creeping its way in there, and we have to make sure that we're protecting why art is art in the first place, because actual individuals are making it. I'm not trying to dump on AI, but it's like anything. You introduce a new powerful piece of technology, and you just have to make sure that it's not steamrolling over everything. And I think one of the most important things that it doesn't steamroll over is our ability to create as individuals.
Absolutely. I mean, it can be taking away your intelligence, can't it? I mean, it's just amazing what it can do. But then you look at it and you think, I don't know. It's better to use your brain and just type it in and AI do it for you. Because
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, totally. Okay, so what about your release show then? Was there any standout moments from that, and did you film it?
We didn't film it, but it was amazing. I mean, it's we I'm actually in an undisclosed parking lot in Philly right now, but it was in Philadelphia, and it was just great. It's like the quintessential um, inner city like bar that on the outside you're like, where the hell am I? And then you open the doors and it's like, oh, this is Heavy Metal Home. This is the posters on the wall, the stage over here. It's a it was just a nice intimate venue. Some bands we played with that we haven't played with before. It's just like it's the whole reason why I think we keep doing this. It's new bands that were cool. We never met. We were hanging out with them in the green room, interacting with fans. Everyone telling us how amazing we are, of course. But no, it's. I mean, I feel like I don't have to tell you. It's the reason why we do this. You just go in there, you feel welcome. You know, I'm going to have a great time tonight, surrounded by accepting awesome people, and we're going to rock our faces off.
It's the passion, mate, isn't it? That's what it's about at the end of the
Oh
day. Yeah, totally. Um, I sort of go off some bands that have got too big for their boots, and I like bands like yourselves and Celestial Wizard, who I'm going to mention next. You're on tour. Are you doing a tour with them or a few shows with them?
We're just I think it's one. I'll tell you,
Right,
I'm not the best at keeping track of when we play. I'm more of like,
right.
okay, we're playing, let's do it. But no, we're playing with them. It's going to be great. I'm
Such a
looking
good
forward
band.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went from spending so much time in the studio that which isn't a bad thing. We enjoy our time in the studio, but by the time we got out, we were questionable on how many shows that we'd be able to play. And I mean, like, thank God for Lou was a major part of getting us our shows. He was just drilling them out, and we actually got way more than we expected to have over the summer, just because of how close it was. And booking nowadays can be an absolute nightmare. And just to be able to play with Celestial Wizard on the shows that we've gotten is I mean, what can you say? It's awesome,
Going to be amazing. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully that would be like live streamed. I know it probably won't be, but that would be amazing if it was. That'd be cool.
It's tough. I'm working on it. I have like a camera set up that I'm trying to actually just ease of use, because like we kind of pride ourselves on being a good live band. It's like, oh, set up, bam,
Yeah.
we're ready to rock. Make it easier for whatever venue we're at. Now I'm trying to incorporate like wireless camera technology and just being able to record everything, but also have decent sound. It's
Mm.
um it's just tough, man, because any other like thing that you add is just not only the research to do it the right way, but then trial and error. It's like a balance of what is going to take away from what our priority is, like playing good and writing good, and then it's like you add this other stuff in. It's like it's trying to time management. So it's a little
Yeah.
tough, but I think we're getting there.
That'd be cool. So
Oh yeah.
do you have a good fan base worldwide? And is there a particular country that you've got lots of fans in, apart from the States, of course?
I don't like so. Well, yeah, the states obviously. I know at one point Mexico was rocking us through Spotify. But I mean, even though, and the UK, we've been getting a lot of uh, glowing reviews again. Um, it's just like funny because we've been at it for so long, but like I still feel like we're in our infancy, and there is still so much room to grow. Fingers
Mhm.
crossed. I'm hoping, because like I mean, we're along for the ride, man. We'd love to, you know, I don't see us stopping until like, we all got both feet in the grave. So, so like, would I say that we have a worldwide fan base, like, in the average sense of the term? No, but it seems like, we're starting to, make the journey there. So I'm very excited about that. And, yeah, anyone listening that wants to reach out, please do. we aren't too big for our britches there. So come say hey, come have a conversation with us. We just want to play and have a good time, you know.
Excellent. So, what are some of the challenges then you face as a metal band in 2025? I mean, there's so many fucking bands out there these days, isn't there?
I guess well, I get in general, it's kind of hard for us to like, you know, people say like, oh, what genre are they? It's like, well, we kind of like, you know, we do a little folk, we do a little power metal, we do classical, so it's like, you know, that's always been tough for us. But I guess in 2025, just I guess two things. It's like there's a lot of hardcore bands like
Mm,
that are playing everywhere around here. And nothing against hardcore.
no.
I enjoy the riffs. But it's just like it's hard for like a band like us who isn't just like one thing. Because like a lot of the venues are just like, you know, stacking like hardcore band, hardcore band, and then like High Council opens up with Plaguebringer. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, not that that be a bad show, but like, you know, usually they're not being booked like that. And I mean, I guess, and the other thing would be as always, like, you know, just trying to navigate the social media. It's like, you know, it just, you know, no hate. It just like takes so much like effort and time
Yeah.
to figure out the algorithm. Like,
Oh.
what do I pump money in? Um, like we're trying different things with like promoters, and then it's like, again, it's trial and error. It's not like, you know, oh, here's the one thing you do, and there it's like as long as you keep doing that, you go up. It's just like, you know, we tried a promoter, we tried this, and it was good. But then it's like, okay, now where do we focus our efforts? So I guess that will be the other thing. But I mean, hopefully one day we just, you know, um, we just have a flurry of shows and engagements that, you know, we don't have to worry about that so much anymore. Favorite three albums. Jesus. Okay. This is gonna sound weird because I am like, so not I don't get me wrong, I love heavy metal, but I am probably the least learned heavy metal individual out of the band. So they're probably like, okay, so let's just go through it. Uh, so that got I'm just gonna go with what really got me to focus on music. Like I remember back in the days of the cassette, just like in my room with the lights out, my lava lamp on, you know, and just like eyes closed, listening to
Yeah.
music. One of the albums was Tool's Enema. Um, it's just like it just I don't know, it transcended me. It's like I never heard any kind of music like that before. Um, and I don't know, it's just like that always that always held true to me because it just had such a powerful effect no matter what you're going through, like, you know, all the plights that you have as a teenager. It's
Mhm.
like I'm just here in my room in the dark, just vibing out to like, you know, however long that album was, like 60 minutes. And that I don't know, I love that. um Another one kind of, you know, getting away from like rock even was I just like, I guess, like abstract albums. Radiohead's OK Computer
Okay.
was
Yeah.
another one that kind of got me into singing a lot. Just purely like off of pure harmony,
Mhm.
like just hearing like a voice like that come out of like someone who you don't think that voice is supposed to come out of, was like awesome to me. And I don't know. I think like that kind of drove. Uh, I mean, not solely, but that's the kind of like the spark that got me interested in doing like big vocal harmonies a lot. Um, and ah, damn, gotta pick three. I'm probably gonna regret like every choice. I'm like, oh, I should have went with this one as soon as this is over. But I always think of like what is like the perfect album. Like the songs don't have to be like, you know, magnum opuses, but like Offspring's The Smash was always like a perfect album to me. It just hits hard right away. doesn't stop. I just love the raw guitars. I was really into punk when I first started getting into music, just because like it was a great outlet. It's like you just
Yeah.
take your cheap guitar, turn the distortion up, and you are literally, you know, pounding out chords. Like your body is like it's a raw expression that you're pounding into the guitar, and like making music somehow while you're
Yeah.
punching your guitar. But that always appealed to me, just like the passion, especially in a live setting. And I feel like Offspring Smash kind of did that. Again, like if
There's
Lou
so
or Steve
many.
were
I
here,
know.
if Lou or Steve were here, they'd be like, they're giving out the quintessential great metal albums. But I don't know. It's funny. It's like they were the ones who introduced me to metal, and I loved it. I feel like it is the best um, the best genre to write for, because you can literally do anything, and it's like I think that's so cool. You're not limited in any capacity. You can be as intricate and as challenging as you want, and no one's going to question it. Everyone's going to be like, that's what This Is Metal is about. So yeah, I'm grateful for them for getting me into it. And I just like all my metal is siphoned through them. Oh, Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny. We'll put an album on there. That's one that is my introduction into metal, and what an introduction into metal could you have than that album.
Absolutely. All right. So if you could have a jam session with three musicians dead or alive, who would you choose?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, mm, hmm. Oh, okay. Bach. um,
Bach.
yes.
Sebastian Bach or Bach of the classical composer?
Classical Bach.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, actually, both. We'll put both on there, because I do classical Bach, and then when he had to get home to his family, I'd party with the other Bach.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So we'll do those two. And um, God, I don't know. This is a good question, but it's like tough, because it's like you don't want to give the wrong answer. It's like, hmm, ah, I can't think of a third one. I'll have to reserve that one
All right.
for our next interview.
No bother. All right, mate. You're about to go out on tour in the morning. What three essentials do you take with you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Caffeine, whether it's coffee or an energy drink.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say water, but that's not true. I don't drink enough water. I wouldn't bring water. uh, About to go into caffeine, and caffeine. There you
Good
go.
choice. Good choice. I'm trying to wean myself off caffeine at the minute, man, because I've been drinking shed loads of it, too much. So I'm trying to wean. I'm not doing very well though. It's hard. I need my caffeine.
Yeah, I just heard it's like you should cut it off 8 hours before you're planning on going to bed. So
I'm
I've
trying to
been
do
trying
that.
that.
Yeah,
It's working
same.
out good, but I feel
Yeah.
like I just compress all my caffeine into
And
like
then,
that I'm drinking
yeah,
throughout the day into like the morning and afternoon.
exactly. It's sort of similar to me, man. All right. So, what are the three countries that you would love to tour if you could go anywhere tomorrow morning?
Ooh, I would do. I would do Mexico, because as before, I feel like they'd be really into us. And God, where else? Hmm.
Japan, because they love their progressive metal over there.
I'll do Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
I
be a
was
good
gonna say
one.
we come visit you guys. I'd be honestly, it's hard for me because I'd be happy to go anywhere. It's like if anyone was like, "Hey, we'd like you guys to play. We have a couple shows for you." I don't care where it is. It's like, all right, but that would be the coolest feeling for us. And it's like as the like every couple years I feel like we take a step up the chain into becoming a bigger band. But like I don't know, man. It's just like we've been fortunate enough to where I mean, we've had some crazy, crazy, weird shows where it's like, what the hell is going on here? This is shady. And fortunately, for the last, as long as I can remember, it's just been nothing but like good experiences and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, people coming up to us that we've never met before saying like, you know, how much they loved us. This is after shows where I'm like, oh, I think I kind of fucked up a little on that like here or there. But no, it's just been wonderful. So, I mean, like you said like earlier, it's like you didn't know we existed until like not too long ago, and I just feel that is how it is. Just you know, given some bands that are great that for whatever reason the algorithm doesn't pick up or doesn't get whatever kind of momentum, and I feel like we kind of fell like I don't even want to say victim to that because right now we're having such a good time with everything that like I can't really, you know, there's a time and place for everything, and maybe our time is what was, you know, now instead of in the past for whatever reason, and I dig it, man. I'm here playing. Yeah.
Which musician, dead or alive, would you have in your car for a 24-hour road trip?
Ooh, god damn, these are great questions. Let's go with someone crazy. Let's go with I don't know. I'm sure they're like again, like when we get done the interview, I'll think of someone better. But I think Ozzy would be kind of fun to have
Back in
in
the
a car
day.
ride for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like a man that's been doing it for as long as he has. Think what you want of like you know him or like the songs, but like I mean he's been doing it for so long. He's got to have some stories, some fights, or it'd just be a good time.
Totally. So if there was a made up song, like a totally made up song about your personality, what would it be called?
Uh, Song would be called "God Damn."
God damn. No, love it. Love it. That's a good answer. Right. Do you prefer vinyl or digital?
Um, it depends. I wouldn't say like I get why people like vinyl. I wouldn't say I'm heavy into vinyl, but I do know why they like it. I feel like it does have a distinct sound that like for certain albums it's like it adds to its character. But I also like digital. I like you know hearing everything as like clearly as I possibly can. So I mean, for me personally, I'd probably pick digital, but it's no hate on vinyl. Like I truly get, I have, you know, I have a small vinyl collection, so like I understand why people enjoy it because I enjoy it as well.
Cool. What about, do you prefer a festival or a small intimate gig?
Oh, festival,
Yeah.
festival. I don't know. I just like I like the big shows. Maybe because like you know we've been, you know, if you had to ask what we're used to playing, it's definitely small venues, and I love them. But the few festivals we have played, we've always had a good response, and I just like it with the people there, and it's like an enhanced small venue. All the core values are the same. Everyone's welcoming. Everyone's there to rock. Everyone's the coolest shit. It's just great, just on a bigger magnitude.
Cool. If your music had to be described in one word, what would that be? That's a hard
Ooh,
question.
one word, powerful.
Yeah, good word. All right. And the final one. If your band had a mascot, what would it be and what would it do on stage?
we actually we actually had a mascot. We were without a drummer for a short period, so we would play digital drums through the PA. So we had I forget, I got it on eBay. It was like an old Star Trek Klingon. His name was Gowron. It was his face, and you could pull his face down, and there was like little Klingon action figures inside.
Right.
So we would just prop him up on a table and say he was the drummer. So Galron the Klingon was our mascot, and he, you know, played drums for us for a couple months.
Right, well, thank you so much for your time. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Just thank you so much. Like so far with this album, I can't. I like we're exactly what you would want a band to do. Like, we're not perfect, but we really put our everything into sacrifice our time with, you know, our family, and just time in general to dedicate so long and so much of ourselves into the music. And I'm hoping everyone can feel that. And I just want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you, because, you know, our hard work, and it doesn't seem like it's going in vain. And please, like, if you like us, you know, feel free to reach out and tell us, engage us. You know, we usually have a quick response, but even just hey, you know, I really like this song. It reached out to me, and what I would like, stuff like that means the world to us. So yeah, just keep listening and, you know, keep rocking.